Random Friday. Yay! I'll have to find some random props to make this more exciting. Because random is always exciting. No, it's not, but mine will be. And today, I don't know, just gonna be random. Let's see. Just got back from the community swimming pool, and it was nice because for the longest time, my family and I were the only people in it. So that's always nice, especially when it comes to a community swimming pool. But you know, it is what it is, and just gotta enjoy what you have at the moment. So, um, I am going to, in just a few moments here, I am going to talk about the cats up there. Because someone requested that I tell the story of them, why they are there, and how it is I came upon having so many trucker hats, because that's what they are. I'll do that in a moment. Actually, I was going to do this first, but I received something in the mail today. Oh, see, wait, wait, oh, my name. And yeah, it came all the way from the UK. So I was expecting it. So I knew to be waiting for it, and I was not expecting it so soon. So yay! Thank you to the wonderful friend that sent it to me. It's a DVD. You know, I know what it is, but I figured, you know, it's kind of fun to open things on video. So why not open this on video too? I'll do that. I'll do that right now. I love the stamp. I don't know. I think it's the yay. It's the Queen. I don't know. Back in her younger years, maybe, because you know the Queen was young at one time too. You know. So yeah. Cool. Opening it. Oh wait. There. Sure. Don't throw anything away. You never know. Cool package too. I like that. So, all the way from the UK. It got here fast. Um, I don't know if some of y'all know this, but you know, I'm kind of diverse when it comes to my interests, and I love like the Duggars of the 19 Kids and Counting fame, or they were what they started out with 16 Kids and Counting when they first got their show. Um, yeah, I love the Duggars. I love I don't know. One of my biggest things that I love, or you know, fandoms you could call it, is South Park. I am a huge South Park fan. In fact, you can see, why do I always do that? Right there, that's Jack. That's Jack. That right there is Cartman from the South Park town. I think it's a town, right? How's that song go? But yeah, so along with being a fan of South Park, I am a huge fan, supporter, believer in whatever of the creators of South Park, Matt and Trey. And I have been for a few years, and you know, they are everything to me. And so my buddy sent me from the all the way from the UK, sent me a copy of Matt and Trey's old college films, time warped. It's cool to have, etc. So that's gonna be really fun to see. Oh, and it says to Willow, enjoy, and it has the date that she made it. Sorry to have ruined the disc with my crappy writing. I like her writing. Looks perfect to me. Yeah. Wait a minute. What did I say? Okay. Anyway, so I look forward to this, and I hope it's a DVD and not, because I have to play. I don't like watching things on my computer. Although I will, but I'd rather sit back in bed and watch things on the DVD. Yeah, DVD. So anyway, trucker hat story. A few years ago, my best friend and I, we were big into, let's just, you know, get cut straight to it here, big into pop punk. We were just all into the pop punk scene, and when I say pop punk, I mean we were fans of Good Charlotte, to just put it simply. We, but with being fans of Good Charlotte, we were fans of everybody that Good Charlotte knew, and we were huge into that whole pop punk scene, and the reason we actually got into the punk scene as well. Um, there is it's pop punk because Good Charlotte is not punk. There's a world of punk difference between Good Charlotte and a band like Pennywise. Um, and even Pennywise isn't like the raw straight punk, which I wasn't ever that much into, but my best friend at the time was, and probably still is. And that's actually cool. I would be quite pleased to hear that, because it's good to not just be a poser and to actually you know be real. But I'll admit I was a poser. I wasn't the biggest poser that there was, but I called myself a fan of. I called myself a punk rocker. I was never a punk rocker, but it was a fun phase to go through. And I did have pink hair for a moment. But anyway, so being a part of the pop punk scene, one of the we went to this traveling musical festival called Warp Tour. Well, Warped Tour. It's Warped Tour with an ed. I called it warp. I did not mean to do that. That was a pure accident. I know what warp tour is. We went to that a lot. I've been to quite a few. I still have tickets to one of them. They're not good anymore because we actually bought the very last tickets that we had tickets for, or the very last warped tour that we had tickets for. We didn't even go to. We were that punk, pop punk, but that rock. Um, and I still have the tickets, but a few years ago, and I loved it. It was a really fun experience, and I'm glad I had it. And it's not as fun anymore because my best friend and I don't really associate or talk to each other anymore. We'll save that for another random blog, blog, either or, both. Um, but yeah, so a part of going to Warped Tour, and Warped Tour, by the way, is, it's this awesome music festival that travels all summer and even beyond, because they go out of the country and start traveling overseas and stuff. And it's like 20 different stages set up with all these punk bands. At the time, it was a lot of pop punk bands. And pop punk, it's more cutesy than actual like punk, even though I love Rancid, and I will always love Rancid. If you don't know who Rancid is, don't look them up. Awesome guys, but I have the edited CDs, for the record. I think, 'cause I bought them at Walmart, and I only listen because I don't listen to stuff with bad words. I'll buy. If they want to use bad words, that's up to them. But I will buy the edited versions, which Walmart usually sells. So thank you to Walmart for at least that. And Target might too, I think. But anyway, so we went to Warp Tour all the time, or for a few years. And one of the things, I keep looking down because I'm playing with my off-brand Mentos, which are yummy. I bought them from Aldi's. Um, One of the things about Warp Tour is that when you go, you want to kind of fit in, and the pop punkers, they dress good, and one of the they're in like their dicky pants and their wife beater t-shirts and lots of trucker hats. And I think these days these caps or hats are called snapbacks. I think that's what the kids are calling them now. But back a few years ago, which was still in the 2000s, they were called trucker hats. Um, because of the type, the way they're made or something. And so I accumulated a bunch of hats, and we bought them kind of for our, Warp Tour fits in there because we were, we bought them to wear to Warp Tour, and we thought they were cool, so we were buying them all the time anyway during those few years, and we would buy them for each other, or we would buy matching trucker hats, or when I found them on clearance or something at Walmart, I would buy them, or wherever. Hot Topic. Actually, I don't think any one of these actually came from Hot Topic, so that's good. But but yeah, so I have them because a few years ago I was into the pop punk scene. I Back then I would have called it just punk scene, but let's get real. It was the pop punk scene, and I kept them all this time because I love my stuff. And my brother is actually the one that recommended me putting them up there instead of just keeping them in a bag. And that was a few years ago, and it took a while. I finally accomplished that project, and there you go. There they are. If you watch some of my blogs from earlier this year, you will notice they are not there. So it took a while for me to actually get them up there. I like it. I think it's cool. I got them out of the way. It utilized them, and it's something from my past. One of these days, I'll do a room tour of what I call the fun cave. If I had more room, literally more rooms, I would not have all of this stuff where I sleep. My bedroom would be my bed that I left in Michigan was, and I'll probably tell this, mention this again, but it was a big queen size brass canopy bed, and it was, beautiful. And obviously, my bedroom would only have a bed, a dresser, and maybe a desk and a nice cabinet, curio cabinet or something. And it would be not that bed again, because last I heard that bed has been destroyed. Whole other vlog. But yeah, in the meantime, this is all of my stuff. I have one room, and we all do good. My family and I sharing space, and we all have our own little bedrooms that we have all of our stuff in. And I call it the fun cave because I would always have all this stuff, or at least I intend to, and I would always have a room devoted to probably all this stuff and still call it the fun cave. But it just so happens at the moment I sleep in it. But if it were my actual bedroom, I wouldn't have all this stuff. I really have no, see, I took random Friday. But yeah, one day I'll take you guys on a little tour like that and do a bunch more stories. And I forgot why I even got into that. Probably because of the fact that I still even have these caps or hats. It was my brother got creative, and that was a good idea that he came up with, to just put some nails into that little hingy wall thing there and get them up off the floor and use them. And yeah, so there you go. That's the story of those caps. Caps. I think a cap is more like a baseball cap, right? They're not like the bulky. They fit more snug to your head. These are more snapbacks, which actually a baseball cap kind of is too. So I don't really know what a snapback is, but I know those have snapbacks. They snap in the back, but to me they are trucker hats. They will always be trucker hats. And again, thank you to my friend for this. I look forward to watching it and treasuring it always. And one day it'll be nailed to my wall. And yeah, that's that. Love y'all. Bye.